Welcome into KSL Sports Rewind, our 4A Boys Lacrosse rankings video. And of course, as always, KSL Sports Rewind is presented by Tab Bank and Tribal West Lacrosse. If you have any lacrosse needs, they've got you taken care of from head to toe, be it pads, cleats, sticks, balls, shoot, even team sales. Tribal West has you covered. Check them out online at tribalwest.com or visit their store in Sandy. All right, folks, it's time for us to unveil our top five. You can go check out the RPI. It's released. It's on the UHSAA website, but we want to give you our top five here in 4A as we approach and have started region play here in the state in 4A. We're going to start with, and I should mention, no Tim Haslam. He's okay. He's just feeling a little under the weather. We wanted him to, take care of himself, get ready for coverage later this week. So it's just going to be me. My apologies, but let's dive into our KSL Sports Rewind top five rankings in the 4A Boys Lacrosse. Let's start first at number 5, and we're going to go up north. Love me some Skyview Bobcats, because whenever they come down south, they always bring the curds. They know how to get to Dane's heart, but it's more than just cheese curds this year for Skyview. You look at Drake Boehm, 24 goals, 8 assists. He's been great for them. Nixon Lowe, 10 goals, and they've had a good goalie play as well between Bauer and Arrington. Skyview, we'll see if they can hold on to it, because this region, you'll see in our top 5, it's no slouch. It's going to be a tough road. We'll see if they can hold on to this good start they've had. Let's go to number 4, shall we? Number 4, the Waterford Ravens. 4-2 on the season. Wins over Maple Mountain, the aforementioned Skyview. We mentioned that. Copper Hills, that's a Copper Hills team that has some offense. They also defeated Payson. Now, they lost back-to-back games against Judge and against Bear River. That Bear River game, they only lost by 3. They've got a big test coming up this week against Ridgeline. But this Waterford team, they've got some guys that you got to be mindful of. Coach Manny's done a fantastic job there this year. We'll see if Waterford can continue to build on it. But this is a team that I expect they're going to be in position to make a strong postseason run. Again, talk about some upper classification wins. Like this Waterford group, they're testing themselves here. This will be a really vetted, worthy group, I think, by the time of the end of the year. Let's move on to number 3, shall we? We're going to head back up north. We're going to talk a little Ridgeline. The Riverhawks with wins over Harriman, over Skyline. They've beaten Snow Canyon from down south. They've got some losses on the early part of the year. You might see that 4-3 record, wonder where they're at. Well, they lost to Mountain Ridge by 1. They lost to Weber. That's a really good Weber squad. They also lost earlier to Juan Diego, who just happens to be, we'll see where Juan Diego is, but this was Juan Diego after they just beat Corner Canyon. These are tough losses, good losses for Ridgeline, if you believe in such a thing, against really good teams, which I think is the most important thing. Solid wins, including a win over Bear River. We mentioned they had the win over Waterford. This Ridgeline team looking good in the early part of the season. A team that's made postseason runs in the past, looking like they'll be positioned to have another opportunity to do that again here this year. Ridgeline coming in at number 3. Let's move to number 2, shall we? This might draw some comments. We're not going to lie. Number 2, Green Canyon. They're 8-0, and this team is taking care of business. The fewest goals they've scored in a game this year, 12. That was against Fremont. Not rare to see them hit 19, 20 goals in a win. I mentioned they're undefeated. The thing about Green Canyon is that we're going to learn a lot in their region play. They played some teams from down south. They played Fremont, who's good 5A team, or a 5A team that they're going through some change and some development and some growth this year. How good is Green Canyon? We will find out when they get into this region. They'll also have an opportunity actually this week. They'll have an out-of-state game coming up. So this will be a Green Canyon team that we'll learn a little bit about. But look, right now, 8-0, we're not going to penalize them for that. Fantastic start for them. 8-0, see if they can build on that with region play coming around the corner for the Wolves. And so we're left to number 1. And our number 1 team in 4A, Juan Diego. They started off the year with a buzz, beating Corner Canyon 14-13 in that overtime classic. They beat East. They beat Ridgeline. They fell to Judge Memorial. They were down a couple of guys in that game. Not making excuses. Judge was the better team that game. Bounced back. This Juan Diego team, they lost in that state championship game last year. They look like a team on a mission. Other losses to Olympus. We know that Olympus team really strong in 5A. but this Juan Diego team, they returned so much talent from that team that made it that state championship game last year, including you look at Nick Demas, he's back. Parker Stoltz, he's back. Noah Schuyler, he's back. There's a lot of guys back for this Juan Diego team. Can they stay healthy enough to work through the rest of the year? Braden Anderson was a stud in the crease last year. He's back for them. This Juan Diego team is really good, folks, and they make that run last year. Now they want to finish the job in 4A. We'll see if they can. They come in at number 1 in our 4A poll. Who's in your top 5 in 4A? Hit us up in the comments. Let us know. And, of course, you can check out our other content this week, including our 4A boys standout video. We also have standouts and rankings on the 4A girls side. And, of course, we'll have live game streams coming up for you this week on KSL Sports. We want to thank you for joining us. For Vince Francis, and my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you so much for joining us here on KSL Sports Rewind, presented by Tab Bank and Tribal West Lacrosse.